Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This time we're going to be looking at one of the stations in Morecambe before we have a look at another one in another video. So without further ado, the first station we're going to be looking at is Euston Road Railway Station in Morecambe. The first railway to Morecambe was built by the Morecambe Harbour and Railway Company in 1848. It had its station at Northumberland Street, roughly the same location as the modern-day Morecambe station. The MNHR had, in 1848, amalgamated with the Little North Western Railway, which was taken over by the Midland Railway in 1874. The rival London and North Western Railway built its own branch line to Morecambe in 1864, joining the main L&WR line at Hess Bank. The line connected to the NWR's Northumberland Street station and the harbour, but the LNWR had to provide its own station at Pulton Lane from November 1870 because of increasing congestion at Northumberland Street. This was subsequently replaced by a rather more substantial terminus on the town's Euston Road, which opened on the 9th of May 1886. The new station, originally known only as Morecambe or Morecambe LNWR, was initially built with one long platform with a glass canopy and a substantial two-storey main building built from yellow brick. A goods yard was also provided alongside next to the original connection onto Midland Metals. Services initially ran to and from Hess Bank, but with the commissioning of a new south curve from Bear Lane to the main line in May 1888, it saw most of them transferred to Lancaster Castle instead, in an attempt to compete with the existing Midland service. By 1895, 9 trains per day each way were running on the route, and the volume of traffic using the station had reached a level where one platform was no longer adequate, especially in the summer. Accordingly, 2 new island platforms were built by the LNWR, bringing the total number of faces in use to 5. After the 1923 grouping, the station came under the control of London, Midland and Scottish Railway, along with its erstwhile Midland rival half a mile away, and so was officially designated as Euston Road. That's Euston Road. From the 2nd of June 1924, the Midland station becoming Morecambe Promenade on the same date. Under LMS, the Promenade would become the town's principal station, but the volume of summer holiday traffic to the resort was such that Euston Road continued to be heavily used. The 1932 timetable for it featured departures for destinations as varied as Barrow-in-Furness, Manchester Victoria, London Euston, and Crewe on top of the frequent shuttle service to and from Lancaster. This pattern continued after World War II and the subsequent nationalisation of the UK railway system in January 1948, when it became part of the London Midland region of British Railways. Outside of the summer months though, Euston Road remained much quieter than its Midland neighbour, and it was the obvious one to be closed when traffic to the resort began to decline in the mid-1950s onwards. From the 15th of September 1958, regular service trains were all diverted to Promenade, and the station was thereafter only used in the summer for overspill traffic. This though would remain substantial to begin with. The 1959 summer Saturday timetable featured no less than 26 arrivals and 23 departures to destinations again as varied as Glasgow Central, Windermere, Birmingham New Street, Manchester Exchange, Millham and Stockport. Parcels and freight traffic also used the station throughout the year. The 1962 summer season would, however, be its final one, with the 4:25 p.m. service to Lancaster on the 8th of September that year proving to be the last timetable departure. The following March would see it listed for closure in the Beeching report, and although it appeared in that summer's BR passenger timetable, the handful of scheduled excursions were in practice diverted to use Promenade instead. It was then omitted from subsequent timetables altogether, which resulted in some publications giving its official closure date as the 7th of September 1963. The station tracks continued to be used for stabling empty coaching stock until the summer of 1965, and then later that year the track was lifted. The goods yard continued in operation until the 9th of October 1972. The disused station buildings and platform were eventually demolished in the mid-1970s and the site redeveloped, but its goods shed survives as a builder's merchant's yard today. And that concludes that. I hope you've enjoyed the video in regards to the station. Obviously the next video that I will do around the Morecambe area will be looking at the Morecambe Promenade station, which still survives today, not as a train station, but also as a very nice looking pub indeed. So until the next video, take care of yourselves. Please do like, share and subscribe. Please feel free to pop comments in the comments section. I do like to see people's memories and interactions in there, so just pop them in there and you will hear from me, should I say, in the next video. Until then, ta-ta.